where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC East. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys, and it's coming up next.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Cowboys. Called out an 84-yard kick return. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team who just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out come the Eagles for the first time, and the man in charge at quarterback in his 5th year now, Jalen Hurts.
He's coming off the season where he certainly experienced his fair share of ups and downs. On the positive side, he threw for career highs in passing yards and touchdowns. On the negative side, he threw the most interceptions in his career, and his team struggled and collapsed down the stretch. If he can get back to playing mistake-free football without sacrificing his aggressiveness, this team can get back to competing for a Super Bowl berth.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. Now 2nd and 3.
The gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Hurts. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's the gain of 6, and an Eagles first down.
Here's Hurts to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's brought down. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
First down, Eagles.
Up the middle with Barkley. Gets past one man. Fighting through, and he's got space. He's still on his feet. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 42 yards for Saquon Barkley. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. The 6'3" QB from Central Michigan leading him out there, and that's Cooper Rush.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. A tackle made by Thomas Booker. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Rush to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Rush. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. They're going for it. Rush. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for our Cowboys.
Now Rush. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Throwing here, Rush. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-6. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jonathan Mingo, 65 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Aubrey now for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Throwing is Hurts. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahan Dotson, 53 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. To throw is Rush. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back to throw Rush. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover.
2nd and 21 at the Eagles' 46-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Rush. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
This now a 3rd and 4. Rush working from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for the Cowboys.
They run here with Dowdle. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Out of the shotgun, Rush. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll look to throw. Hurts fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll try to bootleg with Rush. Rolling to his right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Looking to throw. Rush. And he is caught by Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. On the run, it's Dowdle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A running play, it's Dowdle. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Rico Dowdle, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They go play action with Hurts. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Philadelphia.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up down the numbers. There he goes. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Aubrey now for the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. 3rd and 3. Hurts. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. This is brought in at the 21. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
This time they stay on the ground. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 4th down, here's Rush. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rush. And he'll go right back to Lamb. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him. why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He's got Mingo. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jonathan Mingo in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now up to 14. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Here's Hurts to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's caught inside the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Goes right back to Smith again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 22 now, here's second down at a yard. And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the gun, it's Hurts. But it's caught on the right side, it's Smith. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Eagles are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this.
And now it's blocked. The Cowboys pick it up. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. That is a play that you just do not see very often, maybe a couple times a year. The blocked extra point return for 2.
You can't afford to give anyone a free run at the kicker. Oftentimes, it's going to bounce off his hands or chest and head the other direction.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime. than sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 5.
Throwing here, Rush.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Here's Brian Anger now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits. So Hurts fumbles it.
It's picked up by the Cowboys.
And we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Now Rush.
He completes this one to Mingo.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot.
To throw is Rush.
And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Now a 2nd and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles' 14.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They run again with Dowdle.
Powering forward, escapes the defender. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Rico Dowdle
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys are able to stretch out their lead. Well, they were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partners. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Well, the Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just a...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb.
A 50 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball.
Barkley hit and the ball pops free. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. He'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. They'll set up to throw. Quick slant to Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Rush to throw.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a two-score game at 16. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
A handoff to Barkley. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts
keeping it himself from 10 yards away.
And the Eagles get a bit closer. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
They're going to run it with Barkley, but he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a two-score game here in the fourth.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Cooper Rush getting set for this next possession.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Here's Brian Anger now. as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 53 yards.
And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw, Rush. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Good for the Cowboys.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 25 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. But that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Aubrey good with the PAT.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Now he's loose again. And finally brought down at the 38. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
With that last completion, CDs now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge the secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Hurts.
It's caught. Smith. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's 1st down.
Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get this down to the 10. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Illegal touching. Offense.
A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, at the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.